Is it going to go live? It says I'm live. We did it? Okay, it only took a reasonably long time. Okay, welcome to the first minute of a YouTube live stream, which is definitionally crap because I have to go send a new link on Twitter. Oh my God. And also nobody's watching, so it doesn't matter. Hi, John. I know you've been following me around from stream to stream, trying to say hi. Okay, I'm going to post the new link on Twitter. We went through a couple of links, guys. Okay. Well, we did it. I'm going to close the door. So, hello to everybody who is potentially watching. I'm going to try to scooch things around a little bit, get us a little closer to the books. My laptop is currently on top of another bookshelf, so that's what's happening there. So it's a little bit difficult to move. Okay. Great. Okay, so we're going now. There's one guy here, but for you, what I'm doing is I've moved, so I've got to organize my books, and I organize my books alphabetically by author, which is the correct way of doing it. I currently have them grouped sort of roughly alphabetically. This is my AB shelf. Hi, is it Seima or like Shema? I think your name is Turkish, but I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. So the AB shelf, CD shelf, that's where we're starting. I'm going to organize stuff. I know that you guys can't hear me as well when I turn away to actually put books on the shelf. So I'm going to try to talk extra loud when I'm doing that. But if you really just can't hear me, then let me know and I will only talk when I'm facing the camera. So I'm going to start putting books in the right order. If anything you guys want to talk about, that's cool. The second one, Shema. So the little curly thing under the S makes it a sh sound. Okay, I'm going with Shema. Thank you, Shema, for joining the stream. Okay, so first, let's see, I'll scoot you over here a little bit. So the first book on the shelf is my anthology by multiple authors. First time someone's pronounced your name correctly. I took a linguistics course in university, and we used Turkish and Tagalog as our two, the languages that we use to study linguistics. So I know a little bit about Turkish. I know how to say man. It is Adam, plural adamlar. That's maybe all I got. That's maybe all my Turkish. So first one is my anthology by multiple people. So that one goes in the very first slot. If something has more than 3 authors, it goes in the very beginning. And if it has 3 or less, then I sort it by one of the author's last names. That could be the one who's listed first, or could be the one that I associate with that book. So Good Omens is under Terry Pratchett because I own a lot of Terry Pratchett and I don't own any other Neil Gaiman. So it hangs out with the Terry Pratchetts. Okay, so now I just got to find all my A books, which are in this area. So we're doing Douglas Adams. I'm going to scoot you over. Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to do my best to turn them out so you can see everything. All these old ones are Austen's, Jane Austen's. I've got an AB. I've got an AC. S by J.J. Abrams. Call Me by Your Name by Andre Aciman. Hitchhiker's Guide by Douglas Adams. Okay, and then do I have anybody else who comes before Austen? Atkinson. Baldwin. Who's that? Bernie. Okay, now it's Austen time. Yeah, so this is I have one copy of Leslie Castle and some other short Juvenilia by Jane Austen. All of my other Austens are the familial collection given to my great-grandmother by my great-grandfather. And I don't know what order they're in. I'm going to put them in the volume order. I don't know if that's the same as publication order. First one is Sense and Sensibility. It's hard to remember Jane Austen chronology because publication is like completely different than when she wrote them. So I haven't really kept track of that. Oh, those books look amazing. Yeah, they're pretty old. Let me see. I think they were published in like the 40s. I can find an edition publication date for you. Ooh, but is it going to be in Roman numerals? I think so. Okay, so I think this is published MCMXV. Okay, so that's 1,000 plus 1,000 minus 100, so 1955. 1955, these books were published. And the text is quite big. The font is quite big. So it's the longer books are multiple volumes. So this is the second volume of Sense and Sensibility. And this one also has these like cute little illustrations. Let's see, here's the illustration from, with a letter in her outstretched hand, she entered their room. So there you got a little illustration of, that's the Mrs. Jennings, I think. There's Mrs. Jennings. Yeah, I got these. They were a present from my grandmother, and these belong to her parents. Okay. I don't know if anybody out there knows their Jane Austen chronologies better than me, but they're giving me Sense and Sensibility first, then Pride and Prejudice. I don't know if that's in publication order. I know Persuasion was published, I think posthumously, or possibly was the last one that was published while she was still alive. I cannot find volume 5. Oh, here it is. Mansfield Park, parts 1 and 2. And then Emma. I'm going to put Juvenilia there at the end. Actually, I'm going to put it at the beginning because we have lots of room up here. Oh, I found my collection of bookmarks tucked into a Leigh Bardugo. Families are like fudge, mostly sweet with a few nuts. Also, do give books for Christmas. They are never fattening, seldom sinful, and permanently personal. Sorry, personal, permanently personal. Oh, these are my ABT, American Book Center bookmarks, which is ABT is the, ABC is the one of the two main English language bookstores in Amsterdam. Okay. Ooh, I think I forgot one. I forgot Flatlands. By Edward Abbott. So he's actually the very first one. Well, which means we are going to move Leslie Castle down. Maybe? No. I want to give my, 60-year-old books a little bit more space to breathe. So this shelf is not super tightly packed. Okay. Now we got the beach office. Okay, Bardugo comes after Baldwin. We've got Burton, Beaton, Braithwaite, Burney. Whenever you are on camera, you immediately forget how to do your alphabet. Beaton, Braithwaite, Burney, Burton. Boom. Okay. So now we're on C and D. I probably should have given myself a little bit more space. I forgot how many authors had names that start with letters at the beginning of the alphabet, so I didn't really give myself enough room to play. I'm just going to move like everything down a shelf right now. I'll show you what's going on down here. I've decided I have enough space on my bookshelves that I'm not going to use the lowest shelf on each set of shelves, just to keep the books a little further off the floor. Ooh. Okay. Books are heavy. Oops, there's John Donne. Okay. So I'm going to do my C's and my D's. I think at first I'm just going to separate out all my C's and then organize them. So we got Carr, Chambers, and Clark. If you guys are having trouble hearing me when I'm facing away from the camera, let me know and I will only talk when I am facing the camera. Donahue, got Crowley and Cox, and another Cox, and another Clark. Okay, Carroll and Cahill. Great. So Cahill and Carroll come at the beginning. Cahill, Carroll. Chambers, Clark, Crowley. You gonna fit? Perfect. And then Michael Cox will start us up on our next shelf. I'm gonna get a little thing to sit down on, and I'm actually gonna grab something else to put the computer on. Okay, hey guys. I'm working through my D's. There's a lot of D's because I have a lot of Daphne du Maurier. But she's actually going to come pretty close to the end. Daphne. Daryl's actually going to come after Daphne. And then Dunn, Douglas, and Dijon. Okay, it's going to go Dunn, Donahue, Douglas. I'm going to check Twitter just to make sure that it's the right link and stuff. No one seems to be having any problems. Great. Oh, Dinsdale goes in there too. Okay, now I have to do some checking because normally within author, I sort my books by publication date. So I'm pretty sure Kissing the Witch comes before The Wonder. So I'm just going to check publication real fast. 1997, that's definitely later. Okay, but Daphne du Maurier, I do have to go look up. Okay. We're going. I do not own Jamaica Inn, so we start with Rebecca. Oh, I possibly already had these in order. Frenchman's Creek, My Cousin Rachel, and Marianne. I'm going to have to sort out her nonfiction later. I know House on the Strand and The Birds are both late. Yeah, we're going to put those at the end. And then when was Branwell Bronte published? (1960). So that's before House of the Strand. There. And there's the D's. Okay, now we do E's. I don't think I have a lot of E last names. Possibly I have none. Oh no, I've got Eisner. Will Eisner's A Contract with God, which I think is underrated. It's not fun, but it's a collection of graphic short stories about tenement life in New York City in the 1930s. Okay, that's on my E's. Now I'm going to do F. So pretty sure Faber is coming first, and I have a lot of Michel Faber. Okay, let's see how close I can get without looking this up. So I'm pretty sure first we got Courage Consort, then, actually I'm going to say then Some Rain Must Fall, then Under the Skin, then Crimson Petal and the Apple, and then I know Book of Strange New Things is the last one. How close was I? Oh, he's written a new book, D, A Tale of Two Worlds. I'll have to look that one up. Under the Skin is actually his first published work. Wow. Okay, Under the Skin. Courage Consort. Crimson Petal. Book of Strange Things. Where does 1998? Oh, okay, so Some Rain Must Fall was first. Not enough room for Crimson Petal because it is 900 pages. Did you read all of Michel Faber's work? I have not read all of his work. So I've read Some Rain Must Fall. I've read Under the Skin a couple of times. I've read Courage Consort twice. I have read his book, The Fire Gospel, although I do not own it. I've read Crimson Petal and The Apple, but I have not read Book of Strange New Things. So that's the only novel novel he's written that I haven't read, and also this new one, D, A Tale of Two Worlds. Yeah, I think he's published some short fiction that I haven't read. But let's see. Some Rain Must Fall and Courage Consort contain some things that have been published in multiple places. So Courage Consort, this publication of it contains the novellas, The Courage Consort, The 199 Steps, and The Fahrenheit Twins. I know he also has a book called The Fahrenheit Twins, which is The Fahrenheit Twins, and then a bunch of short stories, which I think are the short stories in Some Rain Must Fall, but it gets kind of confusing. So I've read most of his work. I think my favorite is Under the Skin, although I recognize that is the least appetizing of them. Okay. Now we got Fitzgerald and Fink coming next. Night Vale. And my very old copy of The Great Gatsby, which was published when books cost $1.25. Ooh. Okay, now we got Forrester and then Fox. I'm pretty sure Room with a View was published before Howard's End, but I'll just check. I know Morris was published afterwards. I think it was also written after these two. I know it wasn't the very last book that he wrote,